Unlock instant calm by pressing 2 points on your wrist, pericardium 6 and heart 7. It's that simple. Feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or in pain? Welcome to the Natural Healing at Your Fingertips podcast. I'm Marcy Labor, here to share bite-sized, effective, and affordable natural remedies for stress relief, emotional balance, and discomfort. Each week, we'll explore easy self-healing tools to boost resilience, vitality, and well-being. When you learn an acupressure point, teach one. Together, we can heal 1 million people using natural healing at our fingertips. Find the #1 acupressure point to calm stress in the show notes, along with other free resources. The tips shared are for educational purposes. Always consult a healthcare provider for any concerns. Let's dive in. Welcome back, friends, to episode 17, Simple Self-Care Rituals for Busy Women, using acupressure, herbs, and essential oils. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, stretched too thin, and struggling to find time for yourself, this episode is for you. Today, we're diving into simple yet powerful self-care rituals that fit seamlessly into your busy day, because even in the chaos, you deserve moments of peace and renewal. You're someone who gives so much to everything else and everyone else, your family, your work, your responsibilities. But when was the last time you poured back into yourself? You know self-care is important, right? And I know the demands of daily life make it feel impossible to prioritize some days. But what if I told you that reclaiming even a few minutes each day could transform your energy, your focus, and your emotional balance? This episode is all about simple, practical rituals that you can easily weave into your day, because you deserve the self-care too. In our fast-paced lives, it's often difficult to carve out this time for self-care. And the irony is that just a few minutes can make a world of difference in the way you feel every day. Acupressure points, herbal remedies in your food or teas, and simple mindfulness rituals are the key to reconnecting with yourself, even on the busiest days. So let's explore a few tools to bring calm into your hectic schedule. Pairing a simple acupressure ritual with intentional breath work can enhance relaxation and grounding. And pericardium 7, abbreviated as PC7, also known as Great Mound, and heart 7, abbreviated as HT7, also known as spirit gate points, are excellent when you're looking to calm your mind and calm your body. Pericardium 7 is located on the center of the inner wrist crease, and it's known for its ability to calm the heart and promote a sense of relaxation, helping to release emotional tension and restore balance to the Shen, the spirit that's housed in your heart. Great Mound Point refers to the point in between the two large mounds on the heel of your hand. I know you're looking at your hand now too, right? You see them? Right at the base of your hand are the two pieces of bone, right near your thumb and one near the outer edge of your hand. Right in the middle, in a depression at your wrist crease, is pericardium 7. Heart 7, found on the crease of the wrist near the pinky, is regarded as one of the most effective points for soothing emotional distress, quieting an overactive mind, and easing worry or insomnia, which are all disorders of the spirit. Spirit gate refers to this acupressure point, likening it to a gateway for treatment of the spirit. These points work together to regulate the heart's energy, grounding scattered emotions and inviting a sense of inner peace. And pressing both points by sliding back and forth from pericardium 7 in the middle of the wrist to spirit gate on the outer edge of the wrist for 30 seconds on each wrist can really help you feel more centered, stabilize your emotions, and bring clarity in moments of overwhelm. These points are a perfect combination when you need to tune into yourself and reset just for a moment during a chaotic and hectic day. And now I will share an ancient wisdom practitioner story sharing how acupressure and herbs help restore balance. Centuries ago, in the heart of an ancient Chinese village, there lived a revered healer named Master Liang. He was known for his deep understanding of herbs, acupressure, and the rhythms of nature. One day, a young woman named May visited him, overwhelmed by the burdens of her daily life. Her mind was restless and her heart felt heavy. Master Liang gently took her hands and guided her to locate pericardium 7, found in the center of the wrist crease, and heart 7, positioned just below the pinky finger on the edge of the wrist. He instructed her to press PC7 with her thumb while supporting the back of her hand with her fingers. And then he showed her how to gently glide her thumb across the wrist from PC7 to heart 7 in a slow, rhythmic motion, breathing deeply with each pass. This movement helps to calm the heart and soothe the spirit, he explained. Now that you are listening in to May's story, let's take a few moments to do these points together so you can integrate this wisdom into your own life. I will cue the points. All you really need to do is follow my cues. To locate PC7, turn your left palm upward and find the middle of your wrist crease. Directly in line with your middle finger at the base of your hand, you will place your thumb on pericardium 7, the great mound. For heart 7, now simply slide your thumb towards the pinky side of your wrist, where you'll find a small indentation near the edge of the crease that's directly above the tip of the ulna, which is the small bone of your arm, on the side of your arm where it meets the hand at the outer edge of your wrist. So stimulate pericardium 7 on your left wrist with your right thumb while supporting the back of your hands with your fingers, and apply gentle but firm pressure. And for these points, I do encourage the gentle gliding and sliding motion from pericardium 7 in the middle of your wrist crease to the heart 7 on the outside edge of the wrist crease. And it's right below the pisiform bone, which is also known as the heel of your hand, on the outer edge of your palm. It's the outer edge of that mound of bone. So simply glide your thumb slowly back and forth across the wrist from great mound to spirit gate in a rhythmic motion as Master Liang instructed May to do. Take a deep, slow breath for a count of 4. Inhale. And then exhale slowly for a count of 4. Activating pericardium 7 and heart 7 together is a dynamic duo. This gliding between great mound and spirit gate enhances relaxation. It immediately calms the heart and it soothes any emotional tension. Do this maybe for 2 or 3 more seconds. Now switch sides and locate pericardium 7, the great mound, on the center of your right wrist crease, in the exact same location, in the exact same manner. I will give you a few moments to locate pericardium 7 and sliding over into heart 7 at the edge of your wrist crease in a slight depression at the very tip of the ulna bone. Begin the gliding motion from PC7 to heart 7, and then bring it on back into pericardium 7, and continue doing this, and feel and notice any relaxation you might feel. Continue with the deep inhale for a count of 4, and exhale for a count of 4. Stimulating pericardium 7, the great mound, helps calm the emotions, while heart 7, or the spirit gate, calms a worried mind, helps alleviate the insomnia you may have from time to time, and grounds scattered energy so you can focus your attention for these few moments simply on yourself. Continue this for about another 5 to 10 seconds. Finish this practice by brushing your thumb or fingers over both wrists to close this energy. Now simply sit in stillness for a few breaths and notice how you feel. Are you feeling a bit calmer and more relaxed like May? Master Liang then prepared a warm tea of lavender and rose petals, explaining that lavender soothes the mind and eases tension, helping to calm the heart's energy, while rose petals uplift the spirit, bringing emotional balance and harmony. These herbs work in unison, he said, one to quiet the storms within, the other to open the heart to peace and love. In stillness, you will find strength, he told her. May took his advice to heart, practicing the ritual each morning before her day began. And over time, she found herself more centered and calm, navigating life's challenges with greater ease. The wisdom of this simple practice, passed down through generations, reminds us that balance and peace are always within reach if we only take a moment to claim them. Try incorporating this into your daily routine, whether before bed, during a stressful moment, or as a brief reset between tasks, and you will begin to notice how this simple practice can guide a better energetic rhythm in your days too. You're learning how to use self-acupressure to restore balance and calm, and getting familiar with the essential oils that enhance the energetic effects of the points. And today, for another way to deepen your relaxation ritual, I introduce you to lavender and rose essential oils to add to your practice. Simply inhaling the calming scents of these oils or applying them to your wrists and temples before pressing pericardium 6 and heart 7 will further calm your nervous system through aromatherapy and amplify the benefits of these acupressure points. Rose oil is a precious and highly valued essential oil, and it's often considered one of the most expensive due to the vast number of rose petals required to produce even a very small amount of the volatile oil. Not everyone will have rose essential oil handy to roll on. If you're looking for a more accessible alternative, rose water, also known as rose hydrosol, can be used instead. It's still very potent, and you can easily find this as an organic rose water through Amazon or other holistic vendors. It's simply the rose constituents found in the steam runoff during the distillation process that has separated out from the volatile rose oil. A delightful splash of organic rose hydrosol on the face or wrist can bring the essence and the beneficial properties of rose into your self-care ritual, and it's an affordable alternative. Simply using lavender alone can create a profound sense of calm for the nervous system. If you have lavender, inhale the scent from the bottle or dilute a few drops with the carrier oil and then massage it directly over your wrist crease, over pericardium 7 and heart 7 points, and then continue your acupressure session. Let's take a look at the power of the herbs Master Leong recommended to May: lavender florets and rose petals. These are other natural remedies to soothe the nervous system. Lavender is a gentle herb that has been a go-to for relaxation for centuries. And whether you brew it as a tea, use it as an essential oil, or tuck it into a sachet, lavender's powdery fragrance is like a mini getaway in a bottle. Its calming effect can be felt almost immediately, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. The chemical constituents in lavender are recognized by all the cells in our body and have a beneficial effect in most people. Rose petals, on the other hand, are perfect for adding emotional balance to your day. And if your mind is racing, or if you're feeling emotionally off balance, rose petals can help restore clarity. And you can brew them into a soothing tea, or inhale their calming floral aroma from the essential oil. Rose, together with lavender, makes a wonderful, nurturing duo that helps ground and center you amidst life's busyness. These herbs are considered to be nervine herbs, meaning they can help calm your nervous system. Brewing a warm cup of tea is more than just a drink. It is a grounding ritual that invites you to slow down, be present, and nourish your nervous system. Take a few moments to prepare and enjoy a calming cup of tea. Create a sacred pause in your day to do so. And simply in a few minutes, you will allow yourself to reconnect and to embrace relaxation. You can do this with organic loose teas using a tea strainer or a teapot that has a diffuser built in. Here's how to brew a nervine tea with lavender and rose petals. Steep 1 tablespoon of dried lavender buds and 1 tablespoon of dried rose petals in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Steep them in your cup, ideally covering it with a little tea saucer. For a little extra sweetness, you can add a drizzle of honey to your tea, and always stir it with a wooden spoon so you don't disrupt the properties in the honey. This simple tea is an instant remedy that helps you reconnect and feel more centered no matter how hectic your day is. So I encourage you to give it a try. In closing, I'd like to say, you are the heartbeat of your home, your work, and your world. But even the strongest hearts need moments of rest and renewal. Self-care is not a luxury. It is the foundation of your well-being and a practice you are urged to start incorporating immediately. Imagine what life could feel like if you gave yourself just a few sacred moments each day to reset, to breathe, to reconnect to your deepest desires. Remember them? And find more energy. You don't have to wait for the perfect time. You simply need to claim the time you already have. Even on your busiest days, there are small moments waiting to be reclaimed while your tea steeps, in the pause between tasks, before you close your eyes at night. Use these moments wisely. Press pericardium 7 and heart 7 acupressure points, sip your lavender and rose tea, inhale the soothing scents, and feel yourself return to balance. Your well-being matters, and the more you nurture yourself, the more you will have to give to the people and passions you love. For me, every night is my time to brew my tea in my diffuser teapot and relax with the cup in my hands. And sipping warm, healing herbs with the sweetness of honey is a perfect way to end my day. So here's my invitation to you. Find the time, not just some days, but every day, for a simple self-care ritual. Schedule it, commit to it, and honor it as a sacred act of self-love. Your future self will thank you. You are not just someone who wants self-care. You are someone who knows she must prioritize it. Even if you need a reminder, add it to your calendar and make a date with yourself. This is your sacred time. If you only have 1 second, self-care can be as simple as a deep breath and a moment of stillness. If this episode resonates with you, I'd love to hear how you're integrating these small self-care moments into your day. You can always send me a text and tell me what resonated with you. The link is at the top of the show notes in every podcast. Tag me on Instagram at Healing Touch Natural Essentials, or share your favorite ritual in the comments on this podcast. Engaging with others on this journey helps us stay committed and inspired, kind of like balcony cheerleaders to keep us accountable. And as we part ways today, take a breath, reconnect, and remember every single small action you incorporate into your days and evenings affirms your identity as a holistic healer. And we really can use more holistic healers in this world. That's my healing touch for today. With love and gratitude, thank you for tuning into this episode. It's because of you that I keep shining my light through my voice and my hands. I'm thrilled to be your guide on this journey to holistic wellness. If you love today's insights on natural healing, self-care, and essential oils, please share this episode with at least one friend. Leave me a comment, and I'd love a 5-star rating for the show. Your review helps us reach more people and grow our community of holistic healthcare seekers. Got questions about natural health, acupressure points, or essential oils for specific conditions? Reach out to me on social media. You'll find all the links on my website at healingtouchnaturalessentials.com. I'm sure I have an essential oil and an acupressure point to add to your wellness toolkit. With your permission, I'd be happy to share your question and my answer on the podcast so our community can learn and grow together. Before you go, remember to hit the follow button so you never miss an episode, and be sure to follow my blog for visuals of all the acupressure PDFs to enhance your learning. I'm Marcy Labor, and I'll meet you here next time on Natural Healing at Your Fingertips.